Greetings, Royal Watchers, and a warm welcome to the Sussex Ambassador channel. Today we delve into the swirling speculation surrounding the relationship status of William and Kate. Remember to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all our royal news. Recently, a state banquet took place and noticeably absent was Kate. This absence ignited a flurry of speculation, with whispers and hushed tones filling the air. You see, state banquets aren't your run-of-the-mill dinner parties. They are grand, opulent affairs, an opportunity for diplomacy and camaraderie. It's a stage where everyone is expected to play their part, and when one does not, it raises eyebrows. Sources close to the couple suggest that the decision for Kate's absence was not hers, but rather William's. A rather bold move, wouldn't you agree? This decision, it seems, was born not out of necessity, but out of choice. A choice that paints a rather stark picture of the state of their union. Now, one might argue that perhaps it was a mere scheduling conflict. But let's be honest, in the world of royalty, such things are planned meticulously, months, even years in advance. So the question remains, why would William think he's better off attending such an event alone? Perhaps the answer lies within the dynamics of their relationship. Over the past decade, Kate has had ample time to hone her social skills, to become the picture of grace and decorum expected of her. Yet, murmurs suggest that her progress has been less than stellar. Some even go so far as to label it embarrassing. But to lay the blame solely at Kate's feet would be unfair. After all, a relationship is a two-way street. It's a dance where both partners must move in sync. And if one partner decides to change the rhythm, the dance falls apart. This is the narrative that seems to be unfolding. William's decision to exclude Kate from the state banquet isn't merely about her social skills, or lack thereof. It's a telling sign of a deeper issue, an indication of a rift in their marriage, a strain that has been cleverly hidden behind closed doors and polite smiles. William's decision to exclude Kate is a telling sign of their unhappy marriage. Kate has been in the royal limelight for over a decade, yet her social skills seem to stagnate. Indeed, Kate's journey into the royal sphere has been one of much scrutiny and expectation. It is a domain where every word, every gesture, and every interaction is observed and analysed. The pressure to be impeccable in social settings is immense. Yet despite over 10 years of being in this spotlight, Kate's social prowess seems to have hit a plateau. There have been instances where her lack of finesse in social situations has left William, and others, a tad uncomfortable. Events such as state banquets, charity galas, and diplomatic receptions require a certain level of sophistication and social grace. It's not just about knowing which fork to use, it's about engaging in nuanced conversations, understanding diplomatic subtleties, and maintaining a certain decorum. But there are moments when Kate seems to falter in these areas. Her conversation might lack depth, or she might miss the subtle cues in diplomatic interactions. These instances, though minor, can become magnified in a setting where every move is under the microscope. Then, there's the impact on William. As her partner, he might feel the brunt of these social missteps more acutely. It's not hard to imagine the embarrassment he might feel when Kate's social skills don't measure up to the royal standards. It's a situation that might lead him to prefer attending events solo, a choice that is likely to generate its own set of speculations and criticisms. In the grand scheme of things, these might seem like minor issues, but in a marriage, especially a royal one, these small cracks can widen over time, causing a chasm that might be hard to bridge. It's not just about the embarrassment or the discomfort. It's about the strain it puts on their relationship. At this point, Kate's stagnant social skills are more than just a personal flaw. They're a marital issue. The word divorce has been floating around the royal couple for quite some time now. One would think that after over a decade of marriage, such whispers would be firmly packed away in a box labelled old news. But alas, the rumour mill never sleeps, and it seems to be working overtime when it comes to Prince William and Kate. However, the persistent nature of these rumours does make one wonder whether there's any smoke without fire. In the heart of these speculations is William's apparent lack of interest in Kate. Sources close to the couple suggest that the prince has been increasingly distant, leading some to believe that he may be pushing Kate away. This alleged coldness from William, coupled with Kate's absence at the recent state banquet, has only added fuel to the fire. Now, couples drift apart. It's a common occurrence. But when you're part of the British royal family, Every move is scrutinized, every glance analyzed, and every absence noted. So it's no surprise that these speculations have caught the public's attention. What we need to remember here is that every marriage has its ups and downs. It's a rollercoaster ride of emotions, trials, and tribulations. But when your life is under the media's microscope, even the smallest hiccup can appear as a seismic rift. If William is indeed distancing himself from Kate, then it's a matter of grave concern. Their marriage, like any other, should be built on mutual respect, love, and partnership. However, if one party decides to step back, it can lead to a shaky foundation, threatening the very essence of their union. If these rumors hold any truth, then their marriage is indeed teetering on the brink of collapse. William and Kate's marriage has always been under scrutiny, but never has it seemed this unhappy. The couple, who have been in the public eye for over a decade, have always been the subject of speculation and conjecture. But recently, there has been a noticeable shift in their dynamic. There are several instances that highlight this unhappy change. Take, for instance, their public appearances, marked by a palpable tension. Then there's the matter of their individual engagements. William in particular seems to have adopted a solo approach. This could be a sign of his growing independence, or perhaps a subtle distancing from his wife. Kate, on the other hand, is often seen carrying out her royal duties alone, an unusual sight given that they have often been a duo in their public roles. But perhaps the most telling sign of their unhappiness is their lack of shared personal moments. It's also worth noting the change in their body language. Experts often point to the couple's lack of eye contact, their stiff postures, and their forced smiles as indications of an unhappy marriage. It's almost as if they're performing a well-rehearsed play, with their true feelings kept under wraps. What we can observe, it's clear that the joy has faded. From the looks of it, William and Kate's marriage seems more like a chore than a happy union. As we conclude today's discussion, it's clear that all isn't well in the Cambridge household. We've delved into the reasons behind Kate's absence from the state banquet, with whispers suggesting it was William's decision. A decade of royal life has not seemingly improved her social skills, with some sources describing it as embarrassing. The whispers of divorce have been echoing louder and louder, with claims that William's interest in Kate has waned. The image of a happy marriage, once painted so vividly, seems to be disintegrating with every passing moment. This is not a tale of fairy tale romance, but rather one of alleged indifference, lack of interest, and a seemingly unhappy marriage. We encourage you to stay informed, to look beyond the headlines, and to form your own opinions. It's important to approach these topics with a healthy dose of skepticism, and to remember that even those in the spotlight are human, with their own struggles and triumphs. Thank you for tuning into Sussex Ambassador. Your support helps us keep the conversation going. If you find our content enlightening, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share our insights. We look forward to bringing you more updates and discussions about the lives of those who wear the crown. But for now, until next time, Royal Watchers, goodbye.